I ran across an interesting article yesterday, and I'm glad I remembered to get to the video today. This your boy CJ Goodfella back with Motor City Lions Talk. And actually, Gary Kubiak is actually, considering coming back as offensive coordinator to the NFL. And I think that's a good thing for the Lions, man. I think the Lions should go get Gary Kubiak. And I'm going to give you some reasons why. I know this is on the eve of Monday night. And, the Lions have another pathetic offensive display. Win, lose, or draw. I would consider bringing Kubiak in. Like, bringing him in now. He doesn't have to serve right now. Just getting the feel for the facilities and stuff of that nature. Maybe being a quarterback's coach or a special assistant. And then next year bumping him up and pushing Cooter back to quarterback coach. So he can learn some more. Because Jim Bob Cooter does have some potential, but he just doesn't have a clue what he's doing right now. And since Jim Caldwell doesn't want to take over the play calling responsibilities and want to save his job and take his job into his own hands, because he's a good play caller, it's on him. So he wants to be fired and kicked out. He's on his way being fired. Ford's got money. Mike Valente was on the 97 1 ticket was saying that they can wipe their butt with money. Caldwell's going to be out of there if he don't get it together. But if the Lions are going to do the smart thing. But let's get back to Gary Kubiak. I think Gary Kubiak is great for this one reason. Or more than one reason, but this one reason in particular. He has a proven run system that works with mediocre running backs. He comes from that Kyle Shanahan bootleg stretch zone running scheme, and that's what the Lions need. Stafford is athletic enough as a 35, 36-year-old John Elway to get out on bootlegs. He don't have to be that prime John Elway that had them legs. And most of us who remember the old John Elway, he was like Aaron Rodgers with them feet. He was very mobile quarterback, very underrated mobile quarterbacks. And they talk about mobile quarterbacks and the athletic quarterbacks, John Elway get left out. But he comes from that Mike Shanahan system of that stretch run, that zone scheme type of running. And that's what we need. And I think he should start implementing that now, getting his playbook ready now. I would sign him today. He don't have to work until serve until next year. But for him to break down film with Stafford and get a feel for him now, they can build that rapport and that camaraderie. And then getting Stafford off the spot on some bootlegs, play action bootlegs. And they able to do that stretch, that play action bootleg in that Denver run scheme, Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan type scheme, because they're able to run the ball. And they get things going one way and they bootleg out the other way. And they can throw the ball downfield and make big plays happen. He will bring a proven run game scheme in. And people say, well, what about his health? I think his health was not an issue. I think the health issue and the heart issue was Peyton Manning leaving. And him not wanting to deal with the trash quarterback of Brock Osweiler and Paxton Lynch and whoever else, Trevor Siemian. He wanted to be in a winning situation. He didn't want to lose. He got a Super Bowl. He didn't have nothing else to prove. And now he wants to come back to the offensive coordinator, and that's less load on him. And I think it's a perfect fit for the Detroit Lions. I think it's immaculate. It just sounds good. And if his health is an issue, maybe he can teach Jim Bob Cooter the offensive scheme, and Cooter can take that and run off with it, and he can potentially be another offensive coordinator for the Lions if he falls out, or potentially go somewhere else. Because his playbook, his scheme has no direction, and it has no funky plays. It has no flamboyant plays. It has no proven hitters, no proven money plays, no go-to plays, nothing. Gary Kubiak will bring a proven system, and I've been a supporter of bringing Norv Turner in, but I'm all for Gary Kubiak coming in here because he has a system that works, that's worked for years in the NFL. Through Mike Shanahan, it still worked, and it's able to be tweaked to the offensive strengths as well, to the quarterback strengths as well. You see Robert Griffin, that system was tweaked. You seen when they had Clinton Portis and John Elway, the Pluckett kid, Jake Plummer in Denver. It worked. Jake Plummer was a quarterback that was mediocre in Arizona, and it worked with him in Denver. So it's a system that works. It's something that we can hang our hats on. It's something that Stafford never had, a consistent run game. He can identify a running back late or early in the draft that's going to fit his run scheme. And I like him coming in here to be the offensive coordinator. If he came here to be the head coach, I wouldn't be mad neither. But I don't think he wants that stress anymore. And I will sign him today. I will open up the bank for Gary Kubiak. And let me know what y'all think, man. I probably won't agree with me, man. But I know I just need a proven system that works. I don't need no more Mike Myers and all this. I need somebody that can run the ball, play action, bootleg, get it downfield, and make it work. But we gone.